What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back up in the building one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channels down there strolling below. Shout out to my brother LT in the building, OBF member in the building. What up, L?
What up, Kenny?
Hey, man, listen. You've been talking about this shit for a couple of weeks. You wanted us to do this. So, we had to do it. So, I think we all know we all know what Monique said. I think we got that clear, right? Right, L?
Right.
I think we know what she said on Club Shay, right? But I wanna focus on the shit that some of the people that she was talking about, their reaction to it, right? And drop some facts that Monique was saying that actually really truly did happen. That's actually out there, right? So I think we'll deal with that nigga last. You want to start off with the Tyler Perry? Well, Tyler Perry didn't react to it, but we'll save that for last too.
Yeah.
You want to start off with DL Hughley response?
Yeah.
Or you want to start off with Steve Harvey response?
I started with the Holy response.
No, you want to start off with that one? All right, give me a second. Let me find this clip. Yeah, people. So for all y'all don't know, man, listen. DL Hughley, he listen. He went off.
Yeah.
Let me see this. Hold on. Come on, you fucking up. Give me this clip. Give it here. There we go. Got that motherfucker. Okay. Now, I don't want to do the one that I'm not gonna do the one that he did like right after that, because I my honest opinion about that one was I believe that DL Hughley, I mean, let me ask you this, and then I can respond to this. What did you think about his first reaction to it?
The first one after the Cat Williams one or Monique one?
The Monique one. When she did Club Shay and he reacted, that first one he did. When he went off, he was calling a fat and all types of shit.
I mean, he took the fact that he eventually removed the segment from his show and he tried to twist it to make Monique out to be a liar, and he left out the part where the lawyer part had to get involved before he decided to remove it. So, I mean, that's dishonesty to the max.
Yeah, I think he did a
hypocrite.
No, I think when you angry like that, and I think DL Hughley really truly think that he did nothing wrong to Monique in a way. I like, so a part of me understand it of why he flipped out the way he did, but at the same time it was disrespectful. Because when I looked at Monique interview on Club Shay, I don't think that she was being disrespectful to them. She was just calling out facts, and she didn't have no like tone with her shit. You get what I mean? It was almost like she was disappointed in motherfuckers. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, I think the only person that she really went after to me was Tyler Perry and Oprah and Tiffany Haddish. I think the Kevin Hart shit, I think that was genuine. I believe her. The D.L. Hughley situation, I believe that. The Steve Harvey shit, everybody know what Steve Harvey did to her on his show. So, you know what I mean? So, I think that she was being. Damn, what the hell? Echo. So I think that she's been genuine about those people, and I don't think that she was really being disrespectful to them. You know what I mean? Man, L gave it a big echo. Uh, but yeah. So so I think DL was wrong in the first response that he gave. I didn't like that shit. I thought it was disrespectful. I thought it was tasteless in a way. I'm gonna say that, right? I didn't like that shit, and so that right there let me know that Monique was telling the truth. And I think the situation falls like when the lawyer got involved and shit. I think Monique made a mistake too when she admitted it and she apologized and said, I made a mistake. Yeah, we was getting our lawyers involved and he took it down. You get what I mean? We didn't have to go to court or nothing about it. Like, you know what I mean? They ain't had to send a cease and desist letter to him for him to take it down. I think they was going to get in the process of doing that shit if he didn't do it. You get what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I think they both was telling the truth in a way, but they left out key shit. You know what I mean? She left out key shit and he left out key shit. So, it's like even. You know what I mean? They both fucked up, so it's even. But they both was telling the truth on that part. But they just left out key things about that story. But so your whole anything else from that his first reaction to that? Anything else what he was saying?
No, it's just he was out of pocket because he was talking a lot of trash about Monique, and Monique had all the receipts on the show about him.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I just don't think that she was her intentions was trying to be cruel to him. It wasn't like how she went at Tyler Perry and Oprah and shit, and you know what I mean, and Tiffany Haddish. I don't think she even was trying to go after him like that. I think she was saying, I got receipts of nigga of why me and you have a problem. You know what I mean? And I think that he was he's so angry at her that he can't comprehend that. When you mad at somebody sometimes you can't see that you how wrong you are. So I think that's more of with D.L. Hughley where he at right now, and that disturbed me about his first reaction to it. I was like, yo, you still did not debunk what she was saying. You get what I mean? You just twisted it in a way of making it seem like she's just in the wrong. And it's like, nah, bro, I seen the receipts. I seen let's talk about the one situation that Monique talked about D.L. Hughley about his daughter. Did you see that interview he did on Sway?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so for all the people out there, look it up on YouTube. And he did an interview about his daughter's situation of her being molested or being assaulted, I could say, right? From a person that he was close to, and he did not believe his daughter. That's what Monique was talking about. And he still to this day did nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? So Mo wasn't lying, and when Mo said that, no, DL, I didn't put that out there, you put it out there. And she was right about that. He did do that. It's on Sway in the Morning show, or radio show on YouTube. And for people that think Monique is lying about that, D.L. Hughley brung that up. He admitted that he have to live with that for the rest of his life because he didn't believe his youngest daughter about a friend or a family member or somebody he was close to that sexually assaulted his daughter. So, what you think about that situation?
The one with his daughter.
Yeah, the situation with his daughter. Did you think Mo crossed the line with that, or how you feel about that?
I mean, he did. I mean, he didn't respond because like if he like ignored the situation, then she must was right. But his response like he was arguing like a woman and shit. So
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and
Yeah, listen. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
like Monique tells every conflict she's involved from her perspective of the victim, but she was just calling people she was calling people out to talk with her, but they never responded.
Well, they're not going to talk to her
Yeah.
because it's like Cat Williams. I think the difference between her and Cat don't want to have a fucking conversation with them, right? He don't give a fuck about that.
Mm-mm. He showed don't.
Mo, Mo, Mo. That's why I said I didn't understand why she got so much back. The people that did give her backlash, or the people that did respond to her, was acting like she attacked them. What she was saying was, y'all got to talk to me and take accountable for your actions. Like, you motherfuckers sat back for years and let people say these things about me and you knew it wasn't true. You get what I mean? And then when I called y'all out on it, all of a sudden now y'all mad at me. You know what I mean? So, I Mo want to have a conversation. She want to sit down and squash that shit. I believe she wants that. But Cat is different. Cat don't give a fuck about that shit. And I don't blame Cat because I think
Yeah.
for a man, we look at shit differently in that way. We like,
Yeah.
hey man, if a motherfucker do that shit to you, hey man, they gotta really be sorry about that shit. Yeah, they gotta call me. And I'm not calling you, you know what I mean? And I gotta think about if I'm be okay with having this conversation with you. I'm like that. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
I get it. You know, you gotta reach out to me. Once we cross a line, you gotta holler at me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna holler at you unless I feel like I'm somewhat in the wrong. But if I know I'm right and I didn't do shit wrong, I'm not trying to holler at you. You holler at me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it. I just, I think D.L. Hughley. The point is about his first reaction to that shit. I think he was out of pocket, and I think he was wrong, and he was mad disrespectful. And I think when Mo sat down with Shay, I believe she actually was actually a little bit more calmer than a little bit more respectful than Cat was. Cat didn't give a fuck. Cat went off. You get what I mean? So it was like, damn, But let's get into D.L. Hughley second reaction because Monique did another react. She reacted to his first shit, and her husband sat down, and they talked about the situation with D.L. Hughley said or whatever, and so after they did that, then D.L. Hughley came out with his response after that. I think he was on his radio show, but let's take a listen to it and then I'll get your reaction to it. Then we'll react to it. Oh shit!
Your dog will bark unless his mouth is full.
My bad.
All right, I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy ass video with her daddy. we kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the show and somebody, they played a game, Would You Rather, and I guess she felt like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk shit about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct, he's off limits. But it hit dog.
I want to stop it right there. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. I watched that whole interview with Monique, with Club Shay Shay, and she did not talk about anybody's sexuality. Shit, Monique is bisexual. So, she admitted that. So, what is he talking about? You're sitting there lying again. And even if that's the case, even if Monique if that's the case, if what he's saying is true, why would you think it'd be okay? Would you think her husband would be okay sitting there having that conversation? Or playing that type of fucking gay game? That's what we call gay games. He a grown-ass man. This man is 50-something years old. You think he want to sit there and play around with his sexuality? Some people don't play like that, DL. I don't give a fuck how many times y'all have played that gay game or that stupid-ass game that y'all play on your show, right? Everybody's not okay with that. That's why they asked Mo. They say, Mo, would you like to play a game? Mo didn't think that they was going to, go that far with that shit, and so she got offended. And that was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she said, I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and look at it. She basically said that was the first question of the game that they asked her. It wasn't like something like the third or fourth question. It was the first goddamn question. Listen, I don't know. Look, I don't know what type of games niggas play. Listen, first of all, DL, you way too old to be playing them type of games like that with anybody's sexuality. It's very serious out here. People that are gay having a very hard time out here because of people's bigotry against them already. And then you got people that already are scared to come out and they scared to come out and tell people their sexuality. So you have that already, and then you have people that are afraid to come out and won't talk about, and disrespect other people about their sexuality, but the whole time they're gay. You get what I'm saying? So this ain't the time to be playing around with people's sexuality, regardless of who. And then, like I said, I really don't give a fuck who people play. I mean, who's gay and who not. That's why I don't even play those games. But anyway, let's move on. But that is a lie. He is lying about that. That Monique did not say anything bad about somebody being gay or question somebody's sexuality. So stop it.
But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the fuck would be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your contract? The lawyer from the firm of Negro from Ghetto, Got Him and Gone, that lawyer? Who the fuck afraid of him? He couldn't get your name.
Now, time out. You downplaying shit again, DL. This is what I'm saying. See, a motherfucker like me, if somebody accused me of something, I'm not playing. Regardless if he a comic or not, this shit is serious. You're not trying to downplay her lawyer. Right? So, if that's the case, then why did you take the shit down? Don't say that you took it down for the respect that you have for Monique. Because that's not true. Because we seeing that you don't have any respect for Monique. So, and you've been taking shots at her for years now because of your buddies and what people have said in the industry about her and the things that you thought that she should not stand up for. So, stop it. You're trying to downplay what she's saying about her lawyer. Who the fuck scared of her lawyer? I don't give a fuck if my lawyer if somebody lawyer calls me and start telling me about something that I did, nigga. I don't give a fuck how good or good or bad they lawyer are, regardless. This shit is serious now. And I believe Monique, when she got her lawyers involved, you dismissed what she was saying, and I believe you did that. And you, when she got her lawyers involved, her lawyers called you because they got to let you know of take that shit down, or we gonna go far. We gonna take this shit to the next level. They have to do that first before they file anything. I believe that happened, and your ass took that shit down. So don't downplay her lawyer. So let's move on.
You couldn't get your name right on the ticket. He gonna get it right on a legal document. It didn't happen because we decided it shouldn't happen. You didn't need to, because we respect people. We don't have to do things for clicks. They took it off because you asked me to, because I respected you at the time. You also talked about how I disrespect you on so many platforms. But you have this impeccable memory where you can tell to the degree, well, who did what to you and why and what happened and where you were. But you can't pull up one time on any platform that I said anything about you at all, because you know you're lying. You got that piece of paper and that big ass memory, but you can't pull one.
That is not true. People, you can go on YouTube and you can watch certain interviews, like he's doing on his talk show now. When Monique's situation was with the Netflix situation came up, with the whole Oprah and Tyler Perry shit when she was first coming out and she was talking about that shit, D.L. Hughley was saying little slick shit. Yes, he was. It is receipts out here. I don't even know. I don't understand these niggas don't understand that we live in a technology world right now where you can't, why niggas think it is okay to sit on the internet and lie? It is receipts out here of D.L. Hughley. You took shots at her. So don't play that role. That's a lie. You lying again. You lying again. But let's move on.
Can't pull one up. My biggest mistake is saying yes to you. I should have said no when you couldn't come on my radio show. I should have said no that I wasn't playing those dates with you. As a matter of fact, almost anybody who says yes to you at some point is in this milieu with you. Almost anybody. So I would suggest anybody out there, you can say yes to...
That is not true. I don't know what reality he lives in. And same thing that Cat said. Those niggas is all together. They're a little group. You rant with, because Monique called you and confronted you about the situation, about playing that game or whatever that was, you took offense of that because you thought that because she's a comic, she would be okay of playing those type of fucking games. Now, mind you, the gay rumors about her husband being gay has been, like he's gay or something like that or whatever, those type of rumors and accusations has been out there through the internet. Motherfuckers have been saying fuck shit like that. So where did somehow, some way, somebody from your show all of a sudden just started wanting to play with her about her husband? They didn't ask Mo, would she do that? They asked about her husband. So I know when Monique said it's true, that the problem I have in D.L. Hughley, just admit your team did something wrong. Mo had a problem with it, regardless of whoever else would play with that type of shit, with that game. She had a problem with it. She called you and you dismissed it. And so she didn't like how you dismissed her. And then she said, well, fuck that. I'm going to get my lawyers involved since you going to act like that, nigga. That's what happened. And then when our lawyers got involved, y'all went back and forwards. And then you figured out, nigga, and somebody and your bosses probably told your goofy ass, hey, we ain't got time to be spending money on this. Just take the fucking interview down. And that's why you did that, DL. Please stop acting like that did not happen, bro. You know how I know that happened? Because you was the same dude that said you said some fucked up shit about Bill Cosby, and Bill Cosby called those people and they told you to take that interview or take that shit down, and you had to take it down. The same company that you are with now. So I know that's a fact. Listen, you probably wasn't gonna probably take it down, but your bosses told you to take that shit down. See, it's receipts out here of D.L. Hughley of shit that you have said. So your line of how you talking about this doesn't make any sense, bruh. But anyway, let's move on.
Say yes to drugs, but say no to Monique. You talked about how my children, families are uplifted. They weren't when you were running across Vegas. I mean, the stage in Detroit. They weren't when you talking shit on social media. When you got your ass whipped and your tickets dropped, then they became off limits. But let's do this. Let's decide.
No. Let's go back to that. And I'm gonna make this very, very clear. This is D.L. Hughley. This is notice. This is on the internet. You can look this shit up. This ain't no shit I'm making up. This ain't trying to defame or disrespect DL. These are facts. This is shit that he admitted. He thought was funny and he put it out there. Or he thought it was serious enough to connect to people and he put this shit out. Listen, the number one thing, his wife. Did y'all know? You can look this up. You can Google this shit. You can look it on YouTube. Did you know? He admitted it. Did you know years back, a couple of years back, that D.L. Hughley had an affair on his wife? Did y'all know that? Number two, did you know that when he was having an affair with this his mistress, he got her pregnant? Did you know that? Did you know that he hid that shit and it finally did come out? But what happened was, did y'all know the third thing? Did you know that the baby was born? Baby, I think only lived a couple of months. God rest that child. Don't you know that the baby mama, the mistress lady, the lady he had an affair with and had a baby by, her boyfriend killed the baby? Did y'all know that? Did you know that D.L. Hughley didn't even pay for the funeral? Did you know that? See, we're going to be real this year. See, we ain't going to play these stupid games with stupid people. Listen, did y'all know that? Right? So he fucked over his wife, had an affair, had a baby behind her back. She knew nothing about it until the baby, till shit started really kind of coming out a little bit. And then the baby mama, the mistress that he had a baby by, the boyfriend wound up killing the baby. Well, at least had something to do with it. I'll put it that way. Do y'all know that? Now, his son that has a disability, he put it out, and I seen the shit myself on his show that he put this out. Played and joked around about his son paying for prostitutes. You think his son wanted that shit to be out there? But he put that out there. He did that. Nobody else did that. Monique ain't, no, you can't blame Mo for that. None of this shit I'm talking about, you can't blame Mo for that. Now, did you know that D.L. Hughley got on the platform on Sway in the Morning and talked about how his daughter, his youngest daughter, got molested or got assaulted by someone he was close to, he was friends with, somebody he trusted, assaulted his daughter, and when his daughter came to him and told him about it, he didn't believe her. He turned her away. He dismissed her. His own fucking daughter. But Monique made you do that. So when Mo got on the stage and said that shit about you in Detroit, nigga, it was shit that you already put out, nigga. My brother, D.L. Hughley, I still got respect for you to a certain extent. Let me just say this to you, my brother. Calm your ass down of how you trying to attack this sister when you put your dirty laundry out there. You put that out there. Did you know about the whole shit in Detroit, about the contract dispute that he was talking about, who was supposed to be the headliner or not? Do you know that he had a memo? He didn't have a contract. A contract is valid. It tells you who you are. I mean, everything was expected from you and what you doing. He had a memo with motherfucking business that anybody has ever done, and you have a memo, and that's supposed to be rock solid. What happened was, and I told everybody this, and I blame Monique as well, I said they let that promoter play them. Listen, I'm going to tell you the reason I know that his shit wasn't as valid as her shit was, because I called my mentor and asked my mentor about that does that type of business. And he told me, no. I sent them both things that they put out there. He told me that D.L. Hughley shit was not valid, regardless if his name was first up there or not. He said that whoever sent them the contract and memos, played both of them. That's exactly what my mentor told me. He a businessman. He worth millions of dollars. And I'm telling y'all, he a businessman. Shit, I got a lawyer friend. I sent it to him. He like, yo, yeah, Mo telling the truth. He lying about that. Well, he got played. Well, both of them got played, but he got played more. So D.L. Hughley, you can deflect and try to pretend that Monique is this bad person, bro, and disrespect you and your family. You put your business out there for everybody to know. You did what Steve Harvey did, and you niggas always put your business out there about y'all past to try to relate or try to have people have sympathy and empathy for you for your bad mistakes and behavior, and that's cool. You looking for redemption? I get it. But don't get mad if people use that shit against you too if you got beef with somebody. That's how that beef goes, nigga. Nobody got to take the high road because you think they should. You cross a line with somebody or whatever y'all beefing, nigga, anything goes. Let's move on.
Decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours, like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them, like you're estranged.
Time out. There you go, crossing the line again. You didn't treat your children good. It's all a reflection. It's a deflection of how you treat your kids, or how you have treated them. First of all, Mo already acknowledged that her first son, her first kid, her firstborn, they still not seeing eye to eye. She's open to talking to him. She admitted, you don't hear nobody saying that Monique children come out talking about how bad she treat them. But her son does. The oldest one, he has spoke on it. I heard him speak on it. And Mo admit, I fucked up. At least she takes self-responsibility for her behavior and you don't. You trying to blame Mo for your bad behavior, how you treated your kids. That you admitted how you treated your own kids. Your own family. You put their business out there. You put your own family business out there, nigga. And you want to play victim? You want to act like Mo's the bad guy? Nah, nigga. And like I said, y'all at war. Y'all beefing. Anything goes, nigga. I'm from the streets. Anything goes. The fuck out of here. That's why I don't try to get into beefs and war with people or, shit like that. Cause I come from the streets, nigga, anything goes. And like I said, you fuck with mine, nigga, it's on. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. You start fucking with my family, it's on. But I gotta understand, if I put myself out there and I put my business or whatever it may be, I put that out there, then that's how that goes. If I get in a beef or a war with somebody, or go to war with somebody. Come on, DL Hughley, you know better than that. You're a former gang member, right? You know how this shit go, bro. It was like, think about all this shit, right? All that shit he was talking. He talked shit about Kanye West, which he was right about doing. But Kanye West rolled up on his ass. I told you, niggas' temperaments be different when they talk about other men and go at other men sometimes. You could tell how niggas are. But when he going after this woman, he got all the smoke. His temperament is different. Come on, DL.
You're unfamiliar, like you don't know. You also intimated that I was coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman have to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course, he got to say that. You claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else. But you never address the salient point.
Now, mind you, DL Hughley speaking like he know Monique. He's speaking like he knows their relationship. He knows their business. He knows nothing about their business. He's lying, making up shit, or somebody said some rumors about the OG brother Sydney, her husband. What people don't understand about, and I know this for a fact, the brother Sydney this nigga is very educated. This brother got degrees. He had his own shit before he fucked with Mo like that. Okay? Now look, when they finally did get together, Mo asked him to be her manager. He didn't ask Monique. Monique asked him. Because the managers that she have had fucked her over. So she wanted somebody that she could trust. Nigga, it's like this. Prime example. Right? When it comes to certain business of mine, nigga, I go to my wife. My wife handles a lot of my business. It's because I trust her to do it, and I know she's going to look out for me. You know why I know she's going to look out for me? Because she got to look out for her fucking self. So why she going to let me get fucked over? Because if I get fucked over, she going to get fucked over. That's how that goes, DL. And let's be very, very honest out here, DL Hughley. You're not that big of a fucking star either. You was actually the worst person on the Kings of Comedy. You're actually really not funny. Actually, you're not. My opinion, you're really not that goddamn funny as a comic. So to me, just to be real, I ain't saying you ain't putting no work in. I ain't saying you ain't got a fan base. I'm saying you only kind of right where you are is because of the rest of them other niggas. Because you was the weakest link. Sad funny. Excuse me. Excuse me. Steve Harvey, for whatever reason he got there, he is sellout, so he'll fuck his own friends over to make it. So he just got that type of fuck you, fuck my friends, fuck everybody ambition. Crab in the burrow nigga. Some of them niggas do make it. And not saying he ain't got no talent. Steve Harvey really ain't that funny. We all know y'all all rode the coattails off of Bernie. We all know that. So please stop. And nobody's knocking none of them from not putting in no work. Nobody's saying that. I'm saying you ain't really that funny. Ain't nobody talking about, oh, D.L. Hughley, top 10, one of the greatest comics of all time. Ain't nobody talking about motherfucker Steve Harvey, top 10 comics of all time. Bullshit. Only person that motherfuckers say maybe he could be top 10 is Cedric the Entertainer. We already know Bernie top 5. So what we talking about here? You're not that funny, bro. You've been riding the coattails of Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Sanders. I'm Bernie Sanders. Bernie Mac for a long ass time, bro. You ain't that fucking funny. I wouldn't go pay to watch you. I'm not saying there ain't people out here that ain't your supporters or fans of yours that won't do it. Because you do go do shows. But I wouldn't pay to watch you. And before this Monique shit, I had some respect for you. I still do from afar. But I noticed you've been tap dancing for the Democrat Party. And then I started to know that you've been lying about this Monique shit. The receipts is there, bruh. But let's move on. You downplay other motherfuckers and you're not even that good. You questioning somebody else's manhood or how they take care of their family. And nigga, you disrespect your own fucking family. You think this shit is always about money. It ain't always about money. At the end of the day, I'd rather for my wife to respect me and we'll work it out with the money shit. It was a period of time with
Hey, let me revoke something real quick, Kenny. They were saying that D.A. Hooley was trying to go after Shannon Sharp manhood. I'm like, man, please. You know, motherfuckers be on the internet.
They said what?
D.A. Hooley destroyed Shannon Sharp manhood. You know, niggas on the internet be talking that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, because a motherfucker they can look at a motherfucker and think that they a little feminine, doesn't mean they gay. Niggas ain't not listen. Ain't nobody ever thought that Prince was gay.
Right.
So what we talking about here?
That's what I'm saying.
Shannon Sharp can dress however the fuck way he want. We know Prince had makeup on, wore women's clothes, and was out there doing all that shit. But everybody knew Prince was getting that pussy. Okay? R.I.P. to the great, to the legend. Everybody knew Prince was getting pussy. Prince will fuck your bitch. Prince probably could fuck your wife if you left her there too long. Like, please stop. Shout out to Shannon. Shout out to Unc, man. Fuck out of here. But go ahead. What you was saying? Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Cut you off. Go ahead. What else you saying?
Nah, I said just dudes be on the internet just be talking and got no facts. And Shannon Sharp ain't no bitch ass nigga neither.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I see that shit a lot of times. I seen Corey Holcomb do that, and like I said, I don't fuck with Corey Holcomb like that. He make good points sometimes about certain shit, but Corey Holcomb play too much for me.
Yeah.
And I think.
I mean, do you? I mean, I don't mean to go off topic. I mean, do you agree with the situation with him and his daughter? Well, that's another conversation for another time.
No.
Oh, okay.
But we in the realm of that shit, so it ain't, it's all in one. It depends who you are. You get what I mean? For me, I don't know his daughter, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't see her.
They had, how close they were.
Yeah, I don't see her. I don't follow her. I don't see her on social media like that. So I don't know what she have said about him or not, or what their relationship is. I don't know that. So I can't say that he's right or wrong about it. Some people might look at it as distasteful. Some people may not. Right? But my mom has done that of did shit to make us say shit and did shit to me and my sister to turn to think that our dad wasn't shit. So I on certain parts I understand what he's saying, and your kids can be raised that way, because for years me and my dad wasn't shit. I didn't say for years shit. I say since I was probably born to probably when I was about 30. That me and my dad we actually sat down and had a real conversation. You get what I mean? And I grew the fuck up and understood that, yeah, my mom put some shit in my head. You get what I mean? So, the one thing I can say about my dad, and I still to this day I respect him from afar. We still not close, but we good. From my part, I guess we still good. We don't talk like that and shit like that. I don't think I talked to my dad in about 2-3 years. And but my dad called me every year on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, it just is what it is. Like, but I don't have that anger and that bitterness towards him anymore, because I know the truth, right? So I don't my relationship is different. Like, but I can understand both sides of it. I can understand the child's part, the way you get caught up in the middle of it, and you start to think that because you do live with your mom all the time, and so you go off of what your mom says because you don't know no better, or and I can understand from Corey Holcomb's situation, from having conversations with my dad and him telling me certain shit that wasn't true that my mom was doing and how I felt wasn't true. And so, and he brought facts to it. You know what I mean? I listen. I can't say he right or wrong about that. I just don't know their relationship. I'm only hearing it from Corey Holcomb's point of view. I didn't hear from his daughter or the baby mama and shit, so I can't say if he right or wrong about it. I just listen. Is it a little distasteful? Probably so. I just don't really know. Like I can't say if it is or not because I don't know the other side of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pick a side in that shit. But if that answers your question now. But anyway, let's get back into it, people, because we got a lot more shit on the show. Like, we gonna tell the truth on this motherfucker show today.
Point. I said that if you spent as much time writing your Netflix special as you did arguing about getting it, it wouldn't have been trash. It was. I didn't say it. I defy anybody out there. Stop listening to me. Watch it. Read the reviews. Read the reviews. You begged for something. You made valid points that women are underpaid, that they're not valued. That's absolutely right.
D.L. Hughley, and I want to say this to everybody out there. Listen, and I'm going to be honest about it. The Monique shit, of my expectations of it, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But I appreciated it.
Hey, Kenny, I'm about to step away for a moment.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
You got the link? Or just going to play the back?
I'm still going to be in there. I just got to step away for a couple minutes. Give me a moment.
Okay, go ahead. Handle your business.
All right, babe.
But listen. It wasn't what I expected. My expectations was different. Everybody's expectations was different about what Monique, what she was going to do. So it didn't live up to my expectations. Was it horrible? No. It was just, it didn't live up to my expectations. I thought it would be a little better than what it was. So it is what it is. I think once Mo realized, hopefully if she does another Netflix special, hopefully she understands that it's a balance of telling the truth but making it funny, right? You got to make fun of the truth, right? You got to make fun of the pain. Like, you got to make it funny where people, because people come to have a nice time. But, she just got to know how to do that. And every comic doesn't know how to do that. And I'm going to tell you one that doesn't know how to do that. And his name is D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley specials is trash. Every last one of his specials is trash. Every last one of them. He ain't had one good one. None of his specials are good. They trash. D.L. Hughley is not funny. Sorry. He's not funny. When you watch a D.L. Hughley stand up or anything, that nigga is too political. It's like, prime example, I think Nas is a phenomenal rapper. One of the most lyrical, top 5 lyrical rappers of all times. I can't listen to a Nas album, nigga. He too political. He too preachy. I don't want to hear that shit all the time. I don't want to just listen to a fucking hip-hop album and all that shit just preaching to me. If that's the case, nigga, I can go listen to Minister Farrakhan. Let's just be real. So D.L. Hughley, every time I see your specials is way too political for me. Way too much. And you're not funny. You don't even have punchlines with your shit. It's not like when Dave does his shit, it's political. But Dave is funny with his shit. He has punchlines. D.L. Hughley has never been funny. To me. He has never, ever been funny. So for him to get out here and try to downplay Monique last special, which special could anybody tell me that D.L. Hughley's special was funny? You can name me any one of them from now to back then when he first did them. If you ever watched a D.L. Hughley stand-up, give me something that was funny. He been riding the coattails of Steve Harvey and Cedric Entertainer for years. He's the third wheel. We're going to put Bernie out of that because we know Bernie funnier than all of them. He a goat. The rest of them niggas, he's the third wheel. He ain't been that fucking funny. The fuck out of here. He ain't even got one special, stand-up special that's funny. Go look at the ratings of his shit. Come on, man. Let's move on.
Absolutely right. So you would think that when you got a chance to do something that you would argue for, you'd be up for the challenge, but you shit the bed. Because you never are ready for it. Because all you ever do is complain about what you don't have. You're never ready for the moment because you're always living in the past. I said it. If you spend half of your time doing as opposed to talking about who didn't do for you and what they did for you, you'd be a lot further along. You wouldn't be evicted. You wouldn't.
First of all, let me say this. This is why we don't have black unity. For him to not understand where Monique is coming from about sticking up for each other and not allowing people to disrespect us, this is the prime example of it. I have never seen a movie, a stand-up where D.L. Hughley was ever funny in. Ever. I don't even know why people consider him a good stand-up comic. He got a TV show. They all got a TV show off of Steve and Bernie. Him and Cedric. They couldn't get a fucking stand-up. I mean a TV show. Out of all their TV shows, who was better? Was it DL's? Was it Cedric's? Because Cedric had one, and I thought Cedric's shit was pretty funny. But look how he got to act like a old bougie black dude in a way, right? But still try to act like he down. No disrespect to Cedric, because I think Cedric is funny. Look at Steve Harvey. Who shit and Bernie Mac? Whose shit was more funny? Whose shit's more iconic? It's Bernie Mac's. Nobody even remember D.L. Hughley, the Hughleys. Nobody remember that shit. Nobody remember that shit. I bet y'all know Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I bet y'all remember that before y'all remember a motherfucking The DL Hughley shit, and I ain't trying to disrespect Mark Curry. Shout out to Mark Curry. Shout out to him. He a legend. But come on. Nobody remembers no motherfucking DL the Hugleys. Nobody remember that shit. You know why nobody remember that shit? Because it's not in syndication. I guess that's what they call it. I might be saying it wrong. They ain't even do a good 3 years. Dio, please stop. The only reason that you are successful because you have rode the coattails of Cedric and Steve Harvey. Monique was already bigger than you before she got blackballed. The Parkers is, we know what the Parkers is, nigga. That's, come on now. We remember the Parkers before we remember the Hugleys. Monique was the headliner of the Queens of Comedy. You was the first. You wasn't no headliner. Other than maybe when you went to your hometown, like Steve said. I believe that part. But when that when the movie came out, where was you? You was first. You was not the headliner. Listen, and I'm not trying to disrespect people that go first sometimes when you go on like Monique, like right now, Monique is on the road with Kat now. She's probably going before Kat. And then Kat go right after her. Because it's Kat shit, but she ain't going first. Dear Hurley, please stop, bro. You are not that great of a comic. You are not that funny, bro, to be sitting on anybody's career. Nobody. Monique is more iconic than you are. People know her more than they know you. That is a fact. What movie you played in where people say, oh, he won a Grammy? Well, not a Grammy, an Oscar. He's Oscar nominated type of shit. Never. 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 What movies have y'all seen him in the last 10 years? I'll wait. Because he doesn't get them. You know where his ass is? It's on the radio. He's on the radio. Monique did movies. Even when she was blackballed, she still was doing movies. Independent shit. Let's stop. Stop acting like, listen, DL, on real talk, bro, let's to be honest with you. You're not even on Monique level when it comes to this shit. Her resume way outdo yours. What are you talking about, bro? Let's just be real. Shit, fucking Tiffany Haddish, and I don't think Tiffany Haddish is that goddamn funny. But her resume is better than yours. And you was a part of the Kings. Are you serious, bro? Let's move on. Let's move on.
You wouldn't be working for your man. You wouldn't be asking other comics for money. So you got all the ingredients. Take that piece of paper that you're running down the list with.
First of all, and let's stop lying, Mo have never asked other comics for money. I have never heard any comic come out and say that she's been asking other comics for money. That is not true. When she talked about the Kevin Hart situation, she said Kevin Hart offered her some money to help her. She didn't ask Kevin Hart. Kevin offered her the money, and when she got back up on her motherfucking feet, she gave that money back. Did Kevin Hart deny that? No, he didn't. So stop running around with that narrative, bro. No, but did she ask you for some money? See, you can't say that if she didn't do it for you. And if anybody else told you that, hey, where's their receipts for that? And first of all, let me ask you. Let me throw this out there to DL. You trying to act like you putting out her business or some shit like that with no receipts. Let me tell you something. This is why me and others make shit on you. You're getting the backlash that you get. It's because you're sitting out here trying to downplay her resume, downplay who she is, and shit like that. Instead of saying, listen, maybe it could be a misunderstanding between me and her. You don't do that. You came out firing. She didn't even disrespect you, excuse me, on Club Shay. That's how I know she's telling the truth and you lying. Because you're taking personal shots. You're making up shit that ain't even happening. Or you made it heard from somebody else. And this is why we can't come together as a community, because you have Negroes like him and Steve Harvey. These niggas think they're in a position where they don't supposed to help. You see people hurting and they down and out, you supposed to go help them. Figure out what's going on. And even if Mo is out of pocket or wrong, Mo, listen, I get it, Mo, right? Listen, I get you. Let me help you get back on your fucking feet, but listen, move a little way. I gotta move. I understand your morals and principles. I know how far you are or not gonna do some shit. I get that. But let me help you. This how we gotta do it. See, we have this thing in the black community is once when we get somewhere, and because we got there, whatever the way, however we got there, everybody else is supposed to move that way. Nah. Certain shit that I will do, certain shit that other people won't do. Certain shit that other people would do, I won't do to get there. I had to respect that. Regardless if I think I'm right or wrong. I have to respect it. That's the problem with black folks. See, the difference with other races of people, if they're people wrong or right, they're going to defend them somehow. Us, we got the white supremacy mind state. That's how we think. We think like a lot of us think like white supremacists. To our own people. And that's why we don't make it. D.L. Hughley know better of doing this dumb shit. You that hurt that Monique said that, nigga, it's a conversation you and Mo need to have. Y'all too grown for that shit. Y'all OGs. People look up to y'all. Y'all supposed to handle that. You supposed to go handle that. Regardless. Sometimes you can be mad at people sometimes. And you see how the rest of it ain't always about our feelings sometimes. It's about the youth watching us. Shout out to my brother, brother Bell. He seen me put some shit out here, and I talked about nigga showing love and still got love. It's still always open to have conversations, blah, blah, blah. He seen me do that. I said whenever y'all ready. My brother hit me up. Yo, we gotta talk. He did it on live. Sometimes you gotta take that first step. Because sometimes other people ain't willing to do that. But I'm a leader, so I get that. I understand that. D.L. you can't run around here, speak all that political black power shit, and black owned and black people shit and black need to stick together on certain shit, and you ain't willing to step up and be that black leader. Stop talking like that. Because your actions don't prove that, my brother. Mo ain't never said that she ain't open to having a conversation with you. But you are. But you did. You said, she hurt my family. She said disrespectful things about my family. But you turned around and did the same shit. You disrespecting her and her family. So now, she did what she did, right? You say it was wrong, right? We going off your narrative. So now you wrong. So does it matter who started it? You're supposed to be black leaders. You sit out there and preach that bullshit. And I ain't saying it's bullshit, but how they acting is bullshit. Come on, man. Stop the nonsense.
And that pen that you got, and that daddy sits next to you, and do what you can't do what you never do. Write a fucking joke.
And you need to too, DL. You can't write jokes. Your jokes is played out like a motherfucker. Listen, I watched his specials, so I'm telling y'all, his shit's never funny. If you wanna go and watch a DL Hughley stand up, it's like sitting at and I don't even want to disrespect the minister like this, but it's like going to sit there and see a Minister Farrakhan speech. Tell me where it's funny. I believe Minister Farrakhan say more funny shit than he does. And I should tell you something. D.L. Hughley is not funny. And then you talk about somebody disrespecting your family, you keep disrespecting hers. So you ain't no better. Stop pretending that you're better. You're not better. This motherfucker always run around here. People always trying to walk around act like they better. If you cross that line with somebody else, then you know better than them. That's why I say, if I'm gonna be petty, I'm petty. I'm gonna admit that I'm getting ready to cross the line. Take self-responsibility when you cross that line, because you don't have to do what somebody else does. But if you choose to go and cross that line, hey, shit real after that. You ain't no better. But anyway, people, make sure you guys hit the like button, share the videos, man. Share the video. We're going to take a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back, because I want y'all to hear Steve Harvey response about it, and we're going to break that shit down. We'll be right back, people. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, people, back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there strolling below, people. We highly appreciate it. Got my brother LT back in the building. What up, Al?
What up?
All right, so what you thought about that segment? What you thought about DL with all the shit he said? What's your overall thoughts?
His second response.
Yeah.
Just what you were saying about him being funny. Man, he's been estranged from being a funny comedian, and like he wanna insult her real bad so she can be more pissed, and he just went crazy in that segment.
You think
It's fine. It's fine if he hold Monique accountable for what she said and done wrong. But I mean, come on, he fighting when the promoter seems to be the first at fault, but he keeps putting these mixed messages and shit about who's done this, who's done that. Like, come on, DL, man.
Yeah. Do you think that the first one was worse than the second one, or how you look at it? His first and second response.
I think the first one was worse because he went too extreme, and after that the whole shit went left.
Yeah, I actually think the second one was actually worse. Right? Because that was my second time hearing the second one. The first one I heard, but you doing something and you hearing it, but you're not hearing it. So I think the second one was worse for me because you double down on shit that people can debunk. That's why it's worse to me. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything new. You get what I mean? He didn't say anything that could help his point of view. All you did was insult her more. You almost kind of did what you did in the first shit. But go ahead. You say it again?
I said he made it worse, sir.
Yeah, like you double down on the dumb shit.
I guess you kind of right about the second one because the second one is like a bad look on him.
Yeah, I just listen. The second shit was more fucked up to me because it was like, yo, you almost said the same exact shit that you said before, right? Now, you didn't debunk what Monique really said. Because you said the same shit, and then all you did was just do new insults that we Google or we go research and we can debunk it. Like I just did. I debunked everything he said. Everything he just said wasn't true. You just in your feelings, nigga. You didn't bring out no facts, no receipts.
Right.
Like you just said the same shit you said before, but you just insulted her with new shit. Talking about her husband is taking advantage of her or some shit of like, oh, he's on her taxes. Well, my wife is on my taxes. What the fuck that mean? And I guarantee you, your wife is on your taxes. What's the difference? And if she was making a little bit more money than you'll be on her taxes. It's a joint tax shit. He making money. He's her manager. So why wouldn't it, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's just weird, man. The dude is, listen. I lost a lot of respect for DL, man. Seriously. A lot of respect for him, man. I respect him from afar. I just like I can't rock with you like that no more, bro. Like, not like that. 'Cause you just tripping. Shout out to let me hit these chats real quick. Mute your shit, L. Shout out to Talking in the building. What up, Talk? Said what up, Kenny LT? Shout out to Talking again. Said DL. What? Did not refute anything that Monique said. All he's doing is cracking jokes. Okay. Damn, my eyes is bad, boy. It's getting bad. I mean, what you think about what Talking just said?
Dio hasn't refuted anything Monique said, and all he's doing is cracking jokes. Well, say no to Monique and say yes to drugs.
Right. That's basically he was just cracking jokes.
Yeah. It wasn't. Right. Shout out to Talking.
Huh?
No, I said that's real shit. What Talking said. Shout out to Talking.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you said the same shit, and you didn't debunk anything that she said.
Yep.
Shout out to Talking again. Go ahead, LT. Go ahead, read that.
I know about that, and the baby ended up being tragically deleted.
Right. Yeah, remember I brought up he had a mistress that he was cheating on his wife with, and he hid that shit, and then the shit came out, and then all of a sudden it got it deleted. Yeah. Cause that child died tragically, and it has something to do with the mistress boyfriend at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Well, shit, I ain't mistaken. I know that happened. So yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about. He put a lot of this shit out here. Anyway, shout out to Brother Bell in the building. Go ahead, LT.
What up, Kenny? This is Brother Bell. What up, Brother LT? What up, Talking to Government Media? Right. What up, Bill? Shout out to you.
Shout out to Brother Bell. Talking, say what's up,
Professor.
Yeah, shout out to Talk with that. Okay. Did he say the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Talk. I mean, go ahead, Al.
DL is the last person to comment on anybody's marriage. Oh, facts. Hell yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like, nigga, come on, bro. You cheated on your wife, had a mistress and a baby mama, and then you had a kid, and then you tried to hide them from not just your family, from the public. But God, you know what I mean? And then come find out your kid died. Because
how you supposed to take a nigga like that serious?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying people don't make mistakes. People make mistakes in life. You get what I mean? But you can't sit out here and be questioning somebody else life like that and question their life like that if you don't accept what you did. Right? Like, you get what I'm saying? And you ain't living the way you say you living. That's my thing. You can make the mistakes. He made the mistakes, but he ain't living like he's supposed to be living, bro. Just how he just treated Monique. So that let me know you ain't living right. But shout out to Brother Bell again. Go ahead, L.
Steve Harvey played a part in Monique getting blackballed in Hollywood with Tyler Perry and Oprah.
Yeah, what they all did. They all did. And it mainly came from Tyler and Oprah first.
Right.
Steve Harvey just fell in line because his bitch ass was coming up and he was trying to get on that level. He was a crab in the barrel ass nigga.
Yep.
We know what he did to Bernie Mac, nigga. It's receipts out there for that. We know what you did when Bernie Mac was he got the role for Ocean 11. I think it was that. And this nigga sat out here. God damn it. Alexa, go to YouTube. But yeah, when Bernie Mac got that Ocean 11's situation, I mean that role, Steve Harvey was behind the scenes saying that I'm a better actor, I'm better than Bernie. He was doing that. That's where his beef and Bernie happened. That's why that shit was even there. Because he was doing sneak shit behind the scenes like that. It is documented that he did that. It was executives. It was people that were saying that Steve Harvey did that shit. So Steve Harvey is the last nigga to be talking about anybody. But we can ready to do him next. We can ready to do his ass next. Hold on. Yep, we can ready to do him next. Hold on. Shout out to oh yeah, that was Brother Bell. Shout out to Brother Bell.
Shout out to Bill.
And listen, I want to give a real shout out to Brother Bell. Brother Bell called me, said, "Bro, Kenny, nigga, we gotta talk. We gotta squash this shit or whatever go on." Shout out to him for being on some grown man shit. You know what I mean? So shout out to Brother Bell, man. We had some issues or whatever, nigga. I'm all good. I told you, certain shit ain't that deep to me. And sometimes it's deep to others, and sometimes it ain't deep to me. So sometimes I understand that. And some people don't really understand that shit. Sometimes, yo, if you disagree with somebody, you fall out with somebody, yo, how really deep is it? Is it really that damn deep? It ain't to the point where, you know, y'all take some time away from each other and y'all maybe got to talk about that shit in a later time. Yeah, it has to happen that way. But, you know, shout out to Brother Bell because he hit me up. And shout out to him on some man shit. And nigga, I was a man and a gentleman to him, and we talked that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Matter of fact, I'll probably throw Bro Bell up in here. Bro Bell, you want to come on? Let me know in the chat you want to come on, bro. But I want to just, you know, this is me and LT shit, so we'll do it after we get done. This is me and LT shit today. But LT, we get ready to get into Steve Harvey response.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear his response.
That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that says, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. And that causes a ruckus. And you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve Harvey say...
Listen, time out. Before she even get into the Steve Harvey shit. When she talk about Cat, I've been saying this shit for years. Listen, when somebody's, it's like somebody that's direct, right? Like, I'm the type of motherfucker, I got a problem with you, we talk that shit right there. You got a problem with me, you better say that shit right there. I don't want that shit to linger. Because what happens when that shit lingers like that, then lies, and you start hearing shit, I start hearing shit, and then we don't, you know, and then now we at crossroads. Then the situation's actually even worse. Because the lies come into it. But if I got a problem with a motherfucker, let's talk that shit out before the lies get involved. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand. When the truth comes, people don't like the truth. The truth's supposed to hurt sometimes. The truth's supposed to hurt. I don't know what universe that people live in or what reality they live in. The truth's supposed to hurt. None of us are perfect. So we do unperfect shit sometimes. Sometimes people gotta call us out on our shit. And it's the truth. Doesn't matter if you're a good person or not. But, you know, it is what it is. I just wanted to put that out there, but let's move on.
There are repercussions when you tell the truth.
We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. This is the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor.
Time out. That's coonery. That's when you get at a certain part of your life where you making all this money. And listen, that's why I tell black people all the time, I don't give a fuck if you get a good job, right? And you start making all this money. Don't live out your means. Because that shit will change you. Because now you be like, oh, I got this great job. And I can get this. I get that Ferrari. I can get all that shit. I can get all that. And get the big house or whatever. Now, nigga, you got to keep that up. You got to keep that up. You got to keep that status quo up. You can't slack. You can't be who you want to be. You can't live by your morals on certain shit no more. Because now you in a different tax bracket. Now you done put it out there. It was like, hey, I got all this money. I done bought all these Ferraris and I got all this other shit. And then now you got to live up to that. I tell my wife that shit all the time. I know we got a little paper. We don't live out our means. Fuck all that. I want to live like we like everybody else. We got covered dollars. Because we going to need that one. So when we get in a pickle or some shit, we get in some fuck shit, we got that couple dollars to take care of that right away. But I don't want to live outside my means. That's why I could take a whole motherfucking year off from not working. The average motherfucker can't do that. So, but I had a couple dollars. But I ain't live out my means. And still right now, I don't live out my means. I live like, you ask my homeboy True, he'll tell you, that nigga dress and act like he ain't got no money. Y'all see me, I wear my little jewelry and shit. That's my shit. I always had a little jewelry. I always had fresh clothes. Always had that shit. I got shit in my closet right now with tags on. I got sneakers I ain't never wore before. My shit is always there. You don't live out your means. This is what happens when you live out your means. Because you got to keep that same status. Because this is what everybody else think, or your family think you got, and you got to take care of all these other motherfuckers in your family. They say, well, you got all this. You out there shining and throwing it out. Because if you presenting that like you got it like that, then motherfuckers in your family going to be like, hey, throw me a couple dollars. Like, motherfuckers crazy, bro. I don't know why people don't understand that. But anyway, but I'm going to go back a little bit because I want to go back on that Steve Harvey shit of what he said.
And that causes a ruckus, and you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve Harvey say there are repercussions when you tell the truth.
We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. This is the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game. But we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help
the money game. But let me tell you what the game is for the money.
You heard what that nigga said? That nigga said the best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. Listen, man. If that ain't the most coolest shit I ever heard in my life. Listen, my black folks, or if you less fortunate, listen, if anybody that got a little money tell you that bullshit, they're sellout. And they crab in the barrel ass motherfuckers. But these are the same people that tell you, right? Because Steve Harvey tell you, I'm a very religious man. In the Bible, it tells you, you give your last. You give the shirt off your back. They don't believe in what they say they believe in. Let me peep some game to y'all. Right? Let me tell you how real this shit's supposed to be. Right? I'm working or whatever. I get tips here and there from people I deliver to. Right? They give me tips sometimes. Sometimes they do. Right? I get the tips. I see somebody that needs something on the street or whatever. You know how you see people on the street or whatever. Nigga, they ask me for something, I give them that shit out my pocket. I give them my tips. And if I don't run into those type of people, you know who I get that shit to? I get that shit to my daughter. Tell her put it in her account, her little piggy bank or whatever she got. I done got so many fucking tips probably over $500-$600 worth of tips. My daughter probably got about 70% of that. I'd have gave that shit to my daughter. My daughter just put that shit in her account, her little piggy bank or whatever she do. And the rest of that shit I gave to people that I seen on the street that asked me for something. I give it to them. I actually feel bad when I can't give them nothing when they roll up on me because I don't roll with cash on me. I never have cash. So I never think I'm bigger than nobody, man. I know wherever I'm working, I don't live that way. Like, I work in the hood. Like I be delivering all in the hood and shit. I don't live in that shit. But I don't forget nigga, it's always a good reminder to me. That's why I don't never, I love being amongst my people. I ain't scared of my people. Number two, like, nigga, it keeps me humble. Regardless of what I got and what I got in my account, my bank account, nigga, I ain't no better than nobody out there on that street. Nobody. I don't give a fuck what's in my bank account. That's why I tell my family, we don't live outside our means. We don't think we better than nobody. That's some shit you teach your people. That if I got it to help you, I'ma do it. I give you my motherfucking last. I didn't have done it. I have gave people my last. So, this whole notion with Steve Harvey saying that's sellout coonery shit. But anyway, let's move on.
Before the money game. Like before the money game, it's called the integrity game, and we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
and wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Well, remember when we were children?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? We'll stop quoting Martin Luther King. You think that man ain't sacrificed his life and his family? Stop quoting Martin Luther King. I tell people that all the time. Stop quoting him then. You don't think that that's what Martin Luther King did? So when I hear goofy, stupid shit like that come out of Steve Harvey's mouth, I'm saying that, well, you know, I'm irresponsible if I do that. Well, we can say that if that's the case, Steve Harvey, then Martin Luther King was very irresponsible. He was very irresponsible. And so was all the rest of our ancestors and the civil rights people that was a part of that movement. They was all irresponsible for doing what they did. What about some of the Jew white folks and some of the white folks that came out that sacrificed? You think a lot of them had to do to ride with us? No, they could have just rolled with themselves. They weren't living as bad as us. But they sacrificed, didn't they? Steve Harvey, you a sellout, bro. You a house nigga. Your shit don't make no sense. We all gotta sacrifice. We all got, if we bout what we say we bout, we all have to be willing to lose something. Listen, people, every time I get on this shit, you don't think that motherfuckers probably try to send this shit to my bosses or some shit like that, whoever I work for, whatever company I work for, whatever. You think they don't do that? The haters do that? Come on now. I'm willing to sacrifice it. The fuck out of here, man. Stop speaking on black issues and stop acting like you're a leader or a pillar to the community if you ain't willing to sacrifice anything. That's what I got from Martin. Martin Luther King. That's what I got from him. That's why he's one of my heroes. Out of anything you talk about, all the speeches, all you want, that's what I got from him. He was willing to sacrifice everything. He did. He sacrificed his livelihood. He sacrificed his family. He put his family in danger for others. And this goofy ass nigga gonna sit here and say that bullshit. But it be stupid motherfuckers and some black folks that sit out there. It makes sense. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And that's why we still get fucked over in the world. Especially in this country. That's why we get fucked over. That's why we get looked down to. That's why we gotta sell out. That's why we gotta kiss ass. Because of these type of thinking motherfuckers. Let's move on, man.
What would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth. Hey, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, we got Steve Harvey coming out and addressing Shannon Sharp Club Shay interview. And as we can see in the intro clip, Steve Harvey was recently mentioned again by Monique in her interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay. Can't forget Cat Williams also said some things about Steve Harvey as well in his interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie.
That is, and Cat is right about that. There's nobody that get in the comedy business, the entertainment business, that does not want to be, if they got offered to be an actor, because that's more publicity. It put your face out there. It's more fame. Of course you want that. Because if that wasn't the case, he wouldn't have wanted his TV show. He wouldn't have wanted to get some of them roles in some of the movies that he played in. So Steve Harvey is a liar. Listen. It's only a handful of comics that they understand what they're gonna do, right? Like they understand, like, I gotta do shit sometimes to get to these places. That's all Cat was saying. You look at Dave. Dave got his show. He didn't understand. He was young. They was asking them to do certain shit and they offered him money and stuff like that. He spoke on it. Dave said, "Nah, fuck that. You keep that 50 million." Everybody said that he was crazy. You had black people even saying, "Nigga, I ain't turning down no 50 million." Buck dance and shucking jaw. I'm doing that. But that's some of the state of mind of our people. And people ran with that shit. Dave crazy. Then when Dave came out and Dave said what he said, then motherfuckers understood it. Now, I want to say this before we move on about Dave Chappelle. I fuck with Dave. I think Dave is a genius. I think he one of the GOATs. But let me tell Dave Chappelle something. Nigga, just because when you came back, you had to come back to us to get you back where you were. Right? Don't you ever shit on Cat Williams about other black people that's doing wrong in the business. Because it is black people that do us wrong in the business. He shouldn't be doing that because no white comics. I don't give a fuck what white comics do. But we should not allow other black comics, other entertainers, or any other black person in any entity, any occupation, to be a fucking sellout and sell us out and we don't call it out. That was Cat Williams' point. And if you didn't get that, then that's on your dumb ass. So, Dave, I fuck with you, but nigga, next time, if you ain't gonna speak up for what's right, mind your business, nigga. Because when you was in a pickle, who rolled with you? We did. Let's move on, man. I wanted to say that to Dave Chappelle. And I fuck with Dave. I think he great. I think he one of the GOATs. Come on, man. Come on, man. When you was in your little pickle, the shit you was going through, nigga, who rolling with you? Black folks. And we not giving some black people passes for selling us out. That's like us sitting here being okay with niggas out here gang banging and shooting. The fuck out here. Would you give them a pass, nigga? All right, then. So shut your goofy ass up, Dave. We ain't giving niggas pass for tearing down our community and making us look bad. We not doing that shit.
Be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
So I just wanted to throw the Cat Williams clip in just in case if you guys had missed it because it's been over a month now since the Cat Williams interview had aired. But I would like to highlight what Steve Harvey had to say, and then after that, I'll be right back with some more commentary, guys. So let's check out the Steve Harvey clip. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let's check out what Steve Harvey had to say addressing Shannon Sharpe, Monique, and Cat Williams. Here's a video.
Hold on. LT, what you think about everything you just heard, bro? So far, what you heard?
No, what Steve Harvey was saying about is about the money game. That's straight coonery shit, man. And that's why I be saying sometimes when it comes to black people in these higher positions, I don't trust them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel personally.
Yeah. Anything else?
And that part where you were talking about Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
like you said, we the one that roll with him. But my thing is this: Dave Chappelle, you can't have this shit both ways, because you got blackballed by Hollywood too. So make it make sense.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Man. Yeah, listen, and I want to say some more on that. Listen, it's just, come on, bro. Like, yo, we not like, yo, you acting like it ain't some black people out here that's in Hollywood that's not blackballing other black people because they sellouts. And that's what mind boggled me about Dave when he said that shit. Or we shouldn't be doing this to other black comics. And white comics don't do that. I don't give a fuck about white comics. What about what Cat Williams said about these niggas that's selling other black people that's selling black people out for those white comics?
Right.
And them white execs and all that other shit. We just supposed to ignore that bad behavior? The fuck out of here, Dave.
You can do better than that.
No, I'm not. Listen, like I said, I'm not into this point of where I give black people passes for fuck shit.
No, I agree with you.
If you are out here doing the same, trying to do the same exact shit that white supremacists do, why am I okay because you black? Why am I gonna get at a pass?
Yeah.
You trying to hurt me just like the white supremacists is trying to hurt me. How is that any difference to me? Actually, it actually hurts more because you black.
It does.
Because I expect that from, and no disrespect to the good white folks, but I expect that from white people.
Facts.
Or any other race that's outside of black people. I expect that. I don't, listen, that shit hurts more when it comes from your own people. It's like, yo, a motherfucker outside of my family can say whatever they want to say about me. But if my inside of my circle of my family say some shit to me, it'll hurt more. You know why? Because they know me. Come on, man. Stop the nonsense shit. Anyway, but still, shout out to Dave. He's still a GOAT. He's still one of the greats. But nigga, you wrong about that. You was wrong. Sorry. I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. You was wrong.
Right.
Let's get right back into it.
The video.
Well, you know, I got a couple of things that's on my mind. My closing remarks are going to be seem a little discombobulated, but I haven't really had time to put it together. It's just some thoughts that I've been having. I want to address what's being labeled as comedy beefs. Y'all, comedy was never designed to be this. Comedy is a great art form. It's always been for the best stand-ups to come into people's lives, homes, theaters, and provide just as hard a laughs as we possibly could. As a stand-up, has always been my only goal. This thing that's going around now about comedy beefs, it's only coming really from a few people. It's really not the overall thing.
Let me say that. Let me say this. You know why, Steve Harvey? Because you don't want to. You live in this fantasy land that where you're a part of the elites now. You do what the white supremacists tell you to do. You with the white comics, so your shit is a little different. When you came up, was you really doing white clubs like that? No, you wasn't. You made a lot of your money. You made a lot of your reputation off of the black community comedy clubs. Now that you made it, and now that you got a mixed audience, now you seeing shit a little differently, right? And that's okay. That's cool. But what we ain't gonna do is sit here and pretend you ain't changed, nigga. And you ain't changed for the good. See, it's one thing of changing for the good, and it's another thing changing for the bad. You changed for the bad. You got up there and you got money and you got up there to be a motherfucking you got up there to be what they call that shit, LT,
Uncle Tom.
No, like they block shit. What they call that shit? God damn it, I don't know why I'm going blank on that.
Blackball.
No. I know the blackball shit, but it's a word. A gatekeeper.
Yeah, gatekeeper.
You got up there and got a part of that gatekeeping shit like Oprah and Tyler Perry, and then you want to sit here and want to talk about people. And acting like everybody else ain't, y'all got to do it the way I do it. That's how y'all can be successful. Everybody don't want to take that route of being a sellout, Steve. See, the sellouts don't understand that. Somehow black people want to still keep our integrity. If we gonna make that type of money, I still want to keep my integrity. I don't want to buck dance and dance for the make money, nigga. I'm not saying I don't have to change some things, but I don't want to change some things that won't keep me authentic and genuine and still keep my morals. I don't want to shit on the next motherfucker to make it. To get into the position that they're asking me that I gotta be. You can't fuck with that. Can't do that. Well, let me work on it. Let me holler at them. Let me see if I can help them out and get that. No. If you do that, no, we can't fuck with you. That's what Steve did. That's what gatekeepers do. They don't want you to help the other next black person because they don't even want a certain percentage of black people to be in that position. And Steve Harvey, you know that. Oh, goofy ass nigga. But go ahead, LT. You want to say something before we move on?
No, that's all I wanted to say.
All right, we're going to move on, man. Listen, because he said a lot of whole fuck shit.
Yeah.
Let me go back a little bit.
Has always been my only goal. This thing that's going around now about comedy beefs, it's only coming really from a few people. It's really not the overall thing. 85 South ain't beefing with nobody. And those are the youngest comedic giants out there. 85 South ain't beefing.
Yeah, but ain't nobody calling them sellouts either. Ain't nobody calling them sellouts. And let me just say this. They got a lane that they do. Where they know where their audience are. If you ever notice, ain't none of them sell out. We ain't heard about them doing sellout shit. They actually called Nick Cannon out for doing some sellout shit. See, that's the difference, Steve. The young cats, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what they got to do with you being a sellout?
Right. Don't try to put them. They don't be talking bad and down about people like that. Cause first of all, number one, they coming up, and usually it be old niggas hating on them, like Faison Love, a hating nigga, a old hating nigga. And I want to say this, cause see we gonna talk about this shit today. Faison Love. You a sellout, bro.
Yep.
For you to sit out here and hate on Country Wayne the way you do, yo, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You know what I can say about Country Wayne that I fuck with him about? He's more independent. See, you grew up in a little Hollywood shit and you had to go there and do what you had to do. And you started out independent. Kind of, in a way, with the Friday shit. And since then, you ain't been shit. No, I'm being dead honest about this. What else do we know Faison Love from?
So I don't know because he's irrelevant to me.
You're an old bitter nigga. You got what you was in what? Rush Hour? No, I'm sorry. No, Money Talks.
Yeah.
But you only had a scene in that. And you played the gay nigga. In jail. That's the shit that Cat talking about. Why they couldn't get another gay dude to play a gay prisoner? See, it's roles for them. If we gonna put gay people in shit, if it's gonna be gay scenes, let the gay people be gay. Put them in them up. It's gay actors out here, and there was gay actors back there. But you played the dick, you nigga. This is the shit that Cat is talking about. Faison Love, you a fucking hater, bro. You know goddamn what Vlad said about Minister Farrakhan, but you still take your goofy ass up there. And that's the same with DL. And that go for Bootsy goofy ass too. All that look like cum on the side of his mouth ass nigga. Get your goofy ass out of here, nigga. You niggas ain't really about what you say you're about. You niggas be picking and choosing when you want to be real. And that's the fucking problem. You hating on another, you hating on young comics. Instead of giving them game, you want to hate on them. You can criticize them. But sometimes you ain't got to criticize them in person. Sometimes you can just pull them niggas aside. Yo, this how you, I understand you doing good things. I understand you got your little shit. I'm telling you, you can take this shit to the next level. Listen to me. This is the criticism I had. Country Wayne did everything right, and you still hate. Get the fuck out of here. You a hating ass nigga. That just is what it is. Faison Love. Sit your fat ass down. Nobody knows who the fuck you are outside of Friday. No, I mean, can you name a Faison Love special? Can anybody name one? Can you name it out? Can you name a Faison Love special?
No.
Can you name a Faison Love movie that he was, I'm not even gonna say the top guy, but he played more than a couple of scenes other than Friday? All right then. So he's irrelevant.
Thanks.
Let's move on.
Ain't beefing with nobody. You know, them cats come from the hip-hop culture. What you're seeing, man, in these comedy beefs are people who aren't where they used to be, and all of a sudden are using this thing called comedy beefs as a way to get some light shined on them. That's not what comedy is.
First of all, I want to say this very clearly about what Steve Harvey said. He said they ain't where they used to be. Cat Williams was never a mega star. And I'm talking about outside of comedy. He was always big in comedy. Steve Harvey is talking about where he is right now. You're a sellout. You sold your soul to get to where you are. Cat didn't do that. Think about this. LT, think about this. I need people to think about this, right? You remember when Cat Williams said, hey, he said that he retired, Steve Harvey said he retired from comedy? Right? Do you see Steve Harvey even doing anything in comedy anymore?
No.
Stand up. He retired from stand up because of what Cat Williams did to his ass and exposed him. That's why he doesn't do it no more. Nobody takes him serious. And you got a better gig of making money for selling out your people. You make more money selling out your people than you make more money of being real with your people. We all know that. I told everybody, you listen. It's almost like we live in we live in a world right now where good is bad. I mean, bad is good. I'm sorry. Bad is good and good is bad. So, nigga, you can't say, oh, they ain't where they was used to be. Cat was actually where he was. Cat played in some movies. Cat can still get some movie roles here and there. Cat is still where he was. Cat is still the biggest comic, stand-up comic in the world. And just because Kevin Hart can go around the world and sell out, that doesn't mean that he's the best comic. When you talk about top 5 comics right now, stand-up comics, who you gonna name? Is Cat Williams in that top 5? LT? Cat still sell out shows all around the goddamn globe. What are you talking about? Cat just chose to say, nah, I ain't gonna take that route. I gotta do this to get to there? Nah. No. Mo did the same thing. Mo said, no, I don't work for free. Fuck you talking about? Oh no, I'm a Oscar winner. I just got a fucking Oscar. And you motherfuckers telling me I gotta go around on a low budget movie, an independent movie that I helped blow up, and I ain't get paid shit, and you don't want to pay me to promote this shit? Where they do that at? Mo changed the game. Because they was already doing that to people. And them niggas fell for it and they rolled with it, but Mo didn't do that. And so Mo is the motherfucker that they got the problem with because she's too difficult to work with. She just changed the game. People ain't going out and promoting a movie outside of their contract no more. You know why? Because Mo did that. It ain't my obligation unless you want to sell out that way. But motherfuckers ain't going out and promoting no independent movie that wind up blowing up and nobody paid them to do outside promotion after their contract is up. You think Denzel doing that? Denzel ain't doing no shit like that. You ain't never heard Denzel. Oh, they had a problem with Denzel because he wouldn't go out and promote the movie. Some independent movie that blew up. And then they were like, oh, Denzel, you got to go out here and promote this movie for free. You ain't never heard that. So now when Mo do it, she a woman and a black woman at that. And she said, nah, I'm not doing that shit. You got to pay me. And Mo had other obligations. So so somehow she difficult to work with because she telling you, you got to pay me. I got other obligations that I need to do. Come on, man. These people, they trying to fuck the game up with the they're trying to make the bad shit seem like it's good, and the good shit and the morals and standards and truth is wrong. That's what the society that we live in now. That's the only. That's one of the bad things about the internet. and about technology. Come on, man. Move on.
Comedy is, man. It's just not. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I'm not saying any names, but let me explain something to you. I've been in comedy a long time. In my entire career, was there ever a question about who the headliner was? In my entire career. And on my contract, it said...
You're a lie. LTE line. He lying now.
Of course his ass is.
He lying like a bitch. Because when they was making that movie, Steve Harvey had no choice but to allow the Kings of Comedy. He had no choice but to allow Bernie Mac to be the motherfucking headliner. Because dude, that whole, because it was Steve Harvey a comedy tour before they made the Kings of Comedy. He was headlining, but he wasn't getting the same response that Bernie was getting. And the people came to him and told him, "Hey man, we need to let Bernie, let Bernie be the headliner, man." That's facts. You said, "Oh, you ain't had no problem." Yeah, you did. You felt the way, and that's why when Bernie Mac went to go for Ocean 11, nigga, you was trying to block him from getting that shit. You was going around the industry telling them, "I'm better than Bernie." You did that. So you lying. "I ain't never did that in my career." Yeah, you did, nigga. You know you wasn't funnier than Bernie. You know you wasn't. And he proved it to you on your tour. On your tour. Your headlining tour, he proved it. So when the movie came out, who was the headliner? Nigga, all you good is being a host. Just like, think about his whole career. After he got his little show or whatever, that goes off, right? Think about anything that Steve Harvey had after that. Think about where he is right now. He a host. He not a leading man. He not a second leading man. He ain't none of that shit. He don't do comedy anymore because he can't headline nothing. The fuck out of here. Let's move on.
Said, I have been headlining clearly since 1995. I have been headlining since 1995.
Lies. Lies. When the like I said, when the Kings of Comedy came out, who headlined that? LT?
Say it again.
When the Kings of Comedy came out, that movie, who headlined that?
Bernie Mac.
Huh?
The Kings of Comedy movie?
Yeah, who headlined that?
Bernie.
Thank you. So he said since 1995, he been headlining everything.
Hell no. That's a lie.
You ain't headline shit. And then you don't even do comedy. You don't do stand-up comedy no more. So since 1995 to now, how you still the headliner and you ain't been a stand-up comedy for you ain't been doing stand-up for almost 10 years. What are you talking about? And then, like I said, if you want to be the headliner, and let's just say he right about some of them, right? All right, you headlining some of your shit, but you always had people that you can punk and probably was more funnier than you and had more status than you, I ain't say pump, but you had more status than them, of course you could be the headliner. That don't mean you the funniest. Steve Harvey is a goddamn liar. This is what I'm saying about, that's why Cap was saying what he was saying. These niggas is out here, sitting out here lying. Tell everybody why you lost your daytime TV show. You know why you lost that? Because you got too uppity for them white folks. Start acting like you on they level. They said, nigga, you could be here, but nigga, you start acting like you was on their level. So they had to cancel your ass. That's what happened to you, Steve. And now your bitch ass is back on the radio. What's bigger, the radio or having the daytime show? LT, what's bigger?
A daytime show.
Thank you. Steve Harvey, get your goofy ass out here. You liked a lot of people, and that's what Cat Williams was saying. You niggas out here be lying.
'95. You know, the Kings, we switched up. Like if we went to Chicago, Bernie was closing. We went to St. Louis, Say it was closed. We went out to LA, DL closed. Whoever's hometown it was closed. But we always understood that. One night in Baltimore, Chris Tucker's movie.
That ain't true. I mean, no, it's true that what he's saying when they went to their own hometowns, that was different. Everybody, that's a respect level. Like, yo, I'm in my hometown, man. Let me close. But when you wasn't in your hometown, Steve, what you won't tell people is that you could not close. Because Bernie tore that bitch down. It didn't matter if he went first, second, or third. He tore that bitch down. So by the time you got on there, nobody wanted to see you, nigga. You know that. You know why you knew that? Because whoever was the promoter told you that. These are facts. And this nigga sitting out here trying to pretend we just switched up. We switched up. Like, hometowns is different. I get that. That's on respect level. That's on respect level. But nigga, outside of your hometown, no, they knew Bernie was the guy. Shit, Cedric the Entertainer was better than you. You and D.L. Hughley was the niggas that was like, listen, to prove my point, go back and look at the Kings of Comedy. Every time he would introduce one of them, he get a little 15 minutes, because it was his tour, right? He did a little 15 minutes. When he did DL, he started to show off, because he's a hype man. That's what you call Steve Harvey, a hype man. He a hype man. Is he better than the star? Every rapper got a hype man, right? Is that hype man better than the star? Tony Yayo is a hype man. Is he better than 50 Cent? Fuck no. He was a hype man. 15 minutes, he start to show off to introduce the next nigga. Okay, DL came in. All right, DL got done. He come in, do another 10 to 15 minutes. He introduced Cedric. Go look back at the Kings of Comedy show, the movie. Listen, at the set did what he did, then he do a little set again, and then Bernie come out. And then he came out with at the end, everybody came out. He ain't do no set after that. He ain't do a little 10-minute, 5-minute set. Because he wasn't that good. He wasn't better than Bernie. He wasn't better than Cedric. Shit, I mean, with the DL shit, hey, we can kind of say he ain't better than DL if you look at the movie. Let's be real. Fuck out of here with that shit. Nigga trying to act like he bigger than what he is. Steve Harvey, you ain't, nobody ever consider you even top 25 greatest comics of all time. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Shit, the 85 South Boys is better than you right now. And I don't give a fuck about your accolades. They're funnier than you right now. They've been funnier than you. You ain't that goddamn funny, bro. You or DL. Y'all niggas, y'all been riding the coattails of Bernie for years, and Cedric. Because I think Cedric is funny. Now, and this is very possible that he stole jokes. We didn't see him steal a joke from Cat. We get that. But I still think Cedric is funnier than them niggas. Fuck out of here, bro. Let's move on, man.
This movie had just came out. It was Fridays and something else that had came out. And my contract said I was a headliner in Baltimore. We got there, me and Chris was sitting up laughing. And the little new promoter, little boy, had some money he ain't had no business having. He came in there and said, hey, man, I want Chris Tucker to close this show.
Time out. He talking about Chris Tucker. Because Chris Tucker was there. He said, this little boy, mind you, he says he was obligated to be the headliner. But Chris Tucker was in the building. Steve, you the bigger star, right? You've been headlining all your life. Since 1995. You was in Baltimore. You was in B-more, nigga. And the dude that was, whoever's the promoter, he called him a little boy, whatever, because he try to denigrate people, right? Because that's what you and that nigga D.L. Hughley like to do. You supposed to be this big star like that. You been headlining. You the big guy. You wasn't that big. Because Chris Tucker was in the building. And the dude said, hey, look. Chris Tucker in the building, man. Let him in. Let him in this shit. Let him be the headline. Even though your name is outside on the thing. That's why the D.L. Hughley shit, he can talk all that shit. Your name can be out there all you want. That don't mean you the bigger star. That don't mean you the funniest. And you just admitting it, Steve. You wasn't the biggest stars. Chris Tucker was there. And what happened? Yeah, you got your money. And that's the same shit that happened to DL. With the whole Monique shit. He wasn't the biggest star. He was not. Mo got paid exactly what the headliner got paid. That's what DL don't tell you. She still got paid the same. But it ain't, listen. I'm not saying nobody didn't come there to see DL. I'm telling you, Monique was the biggest star. She was bigger. Nobody's really checking for DL like that. Or Steve Harvey. Nobody's checking for these niggas like that because they're not that funny. They casually funny motherfuckers. Here and there they say some funny shit. But they not funny. They can't put a set together and you think, oh, that shit funny. You think Steve Harvey can put an hour stand-up together right now? By himself? No, he can't. It was something my wife told me. She said, Kevin Hart is not that funny. And I said, babe, no, Kevin Hart funny. She said, nah. Can't you think that he put up a whole hour of his own shit by himself to be that funny? And then I had to think about it. And then when Kevin Hart came out and said, yeah, oh no, my team, I got a team to help me. And then it started to make sense. Kevin ain't that goddamn funny either. That's why people respect Dave Chappelle, because we know Dave does what he does. I remember when this is why I don't fuck with Corey Holcomb. When Corey Holcomb was like, oh, he be bombing. Well, when you on his level, you can bomb like that. Because you working out material. You trying to figure out what's funny and what's not funny. So when Corey Holcomb said that, it was like, oh, well, he be bombing every time I go there, he be bombing. Like, bro, it's not a special. He's on a different level of you. He's on a different level. He's trying to do a special. So that's different levels of shit. So you can say he bomb in the little comedy clubs that you go to. But when Dave does his shit in them little comedy clubs to see if it's funny or not. But see, Corey Holcomb didn't tell you that. And all comics do that. Kevin Hart does that. The ones you think great like that, they all do it. Even Cat. They gotta go around and work on their material to see if it works. Corey Holcomb trying to make it seem like you don't have to do that. Yeah, you don't have to do that when you ain't got no specials. Now, Corey Holcomb, you say some real good shit and I respect some of the shit you say, bro. You ain't on that level. What special you got, bro? Real talk. And I hope he see this. What special you got? You criticize niggas. Oh, they bombed and they did all that. Blah, blah, blah. If a comic tell you they ain't bombed, they lying. Every comic bombed. They all got a somewhere they ain't do good. Think about Corey Holcomb. And I'm not knocking what he does. Respect what he does over there in 5150. I respect it. I watch it some of the times. But bro, you a hater. You come off, and listen, it's niggas like him and Faison Love come off as haters. Don't be hating on another nigga shit. Because when I'm saying about you, I ain't hating on you, bro. You do you. I'm glad you doing well. You in your lane to do what you do. But stop acting like you on certain levels that you can't be on. Because it's like DL trying to talk down about Monique. Your resume ain't like hers. So it all comes off as hate. Shit. Steve Harvey, he had all them TV shows and he big and he made some money. He sold out. But his resume ain't the same as Monique's. That's real talk. Cat Williams ain't never sold out. That we know of, right? Cat still can do specials. Cat still can go get him a Netflix special. Corey Holcomb so real, right? Why he can't do one? What special have you seen Corey Holcomb do? It ain't about pocket watching, nigga. Don't even do that. It ain't about hating on you. We just asking resumes. Your resume ain't like that. You say you the real one out here, right? Cat real, right? Cat does it. And we know Cat been blackballed. We know that. You know why Corey Holcomb can't do that? Because if you watch what he does on 5150, he has no respect for others. He think I can just say whatever the fuck I want to say because I can. You can sit down and say that you talk to the minister and you Muslim or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I ain't Muslim. Ain't nothing religious about me. Listen, bro, you do a lot of coward shit. You do a lot of fuck shit, Corey Holcomb. That's why you blackballed. You think that you can just say whatever the fuck you want to any and everybody. I seen you disrespect people that you cool with. I seen you air people out that you shouldn't air out, that they supposed to be your mans. But you do it anyway. Listen, if I air anybody out on this channel that used to be OBF, it's because I ain't got no respect for them. But you got to listen to what I'm saying too. Because I can speak about them even if I still do. But I speak about it, but it's in a respectful way. You know why? Because I respect other people and I respect they families. Listen. I'm going to say this when we move on. Corey Holcomb is an old bitter nigga. That's why I started watching this shit like that. That's why I unsubscribed to him. What he did to, I forgot the brother name. He did what he did to him. I said, yo, you tripping, bro. Corey Holcomb ain't a nigga that sit there and be... Listen, he says some good shit, and I'm not going to knock him for that. I'm not going to disrespect his resume and shit like that or what he have done. But, nigga, you ain't like that. And you ain't nobody to be preaching to our community about nothing. You have no respect for other people. At all. You cannot be sitting here all the time, nigga, and calling people the F word and shit like that or the B word and don't be respectful to others. Everybody, you know, everybody ain't got to do what you can do, bro. Everybody ain't got to live up to your moral principles. Everybody don't live up to my moral principles, but that don't mean that they ain't good people. And you got to stop that shit. And a lot of people on YouTube need to stop that. Trying to act like everybody who got platforms, try to act like everybody's supposed to live up to other people's expectations. Oh, because I do it, you should be. No, nigga. That's not how that work, bro. It was something that my brother LT said to me. He said, yo, what you thought about the Corey Holcomb disrespecting his daughter and shit like that? I don't have no say on that. And I still don't, because I don't know that situation, so I wouldn't speak on it. See, that's the difference between me and you, Corey Holcomb. See, I could be like you and clout chase, because you do that a lot. You say shit out your mouth, and you use a little bit of celebrity that you do have to disrespect people that you shouldn't. And you do that, my brother. And then you try to sit there and tell me, oh, I'm just real. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. You can't disrespect hood rats when you act like a hood nigga. You speak and you disrespect people just like them hood chicks. You want to talk about Sexy Red and all them and all these motherfuckers that make us look bad, but you still do the same shit that they do. So how the fuck are you better than them? You need to ask yourself that and stop trying to pretend that you better because you older, nigga. I'm sick of these niggas. These old niggas try to sit around and pretend that they better. You not better, my brother. You mad at the young folks. You mad at the little hoes running around. What are you doing? You promote hood shit. You promote hoe shit. You talk about hoes and you disrespect people. Anyway, man. Listen, I ain't perfect either, people. I ain't sitting there like I'm perfect, but I don't do what he does. I tell you that shit. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we're back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. If you need more information to subscribe and donate to the channels down there scrolling below, people. We highly appreciate it. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. All right. LT, you want to say some shit before we move on? LT. Oh, he ain't there. All right, let's move on, man.
This show. Chris Tucker had a problem with that. But we talked about it. I said, Chris, he the dude he wanted that. I told him, I said, look, man, as long as you pay me my money, I don't care who goes. Chris Tucker came to me and asked me, hey, man, just do me one favor, man. If you're going to go up first and he got me closing, could you just keep it to 30 minutes? I did 28 minutes exactly. That was the only time in my career. And in my contract, though, I was the headliner. But this dude decided he liked Chris better. I don't care who it is. That was the only dispute. Look, man, it's known beforehand in the tickets, in the contract. There's no such thing as memos and all like that. You have a contract to sign. And that's who the headliner is.
First of all, that's not true. He's lying about memos. I told y'all I hollered at my mentor about that as a businessman. I hollered at a lawyer dude that I know. And certain club promoters do this shit like that. They do shit like that. Anybody in the industry, or when you're dealing with clubs, they do foul shit like that. The most crooked people in that type of industry is club promoters. We all know that. Listen, if you don't know that, I'm telling y'all, the most crooked people in that industry, it could be rap and whatever entertainment it is, right? Whatever occupation it is in the entertainment business, they are crooked. The promoters are very crooked. They do fuck shit like that. So he's lying. He's sitting there lying. Steve Harvey is a fucking liar. I wish he stopped lying. Anyway, let's move on.
Line is, and read the marquee when you get there. When you pull up at the front of the theater with on the marquee, it'll tell you that too. It's all simple. So these beefs that
that's not true again. His name was on the headline at one show at the Kings of Comedy, and I know this for a fact. This shit was on the headlines of when they was doing the King Comedy tour. His name was the headline. The promoters came to him and told him, hey man, Bernie doing blah, blah, blah. Let Bernie go last. And Bernie did last, and his name was at the top. He was the guy. So he's lying again. I wish he stopped lying. These are shit that is not hard to Google or research, my people. He's lying.
People are having, it's always coming from somebody who ain't where they were. That's all I see in this. I just wanted to put that out there, man, for those of you that's not in the business. That's not how this works, man. It's just not how it works.
We ain't in the coon business. Yeah, we ain't in the coon and sell out our people business. Yeah. We ain't in that business, Steve Harvey. We ain't in that business. A lot of us ain't. Listen. I said this to see, I gotta be real. I gotta talk about how I move in my life in a way. So tell y'all how true this shit is. Right? So, I work where I work. Nigga, everybody ain't gonna get no route. I ain't getting no route today, people. Right? I ain't getting no route today. Right? Shit was real short. What? I ain't get mad. I ain't start crying. It's niggas that been there way longer than I am. Seniority. You get that. I understand that, right? But it was motherfuckers that I see motherfuckers seeing me keep getting routes, and I get my routes consistently like that, right? And motherfuckers was like, you hear people talking shit about you. Talking to the boss about you. I seen motherfuckers doing that. They seen today that nigga, seniority matters. And then them same motherfuckers I seen, they was bitching and complaining, we ain't getting no routes, we ain't getting none of that. I said, nigga, I was like, yo, all us ain't getting no route, bro. Like, it is what it is. The problem is that it's two things that happen, because like I said, I can't talk about every industry, right? But the shit that I'm in, two things about this. Y'all know me. We talk. Y'all know how I am. Nigga, I stand on my principles. I'm who I am. I'm like that every day. I'm like this every day, all day. Right? So I move the way I move. Right? When I started working there, nigga, these motherfuckers, and that's like any job that I've been working, but these motherfuckers thought like, yo, he might be a problem. He don't talk to nobody. He don't do this, he don't do that. Nigga, for, number one, I don't know you. And at the same time, I'm trying to learn. I don't know everything. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to learn. So me being quiet, me not talking to people doesn't mean that I'm not sitting there learning. But by you not knowing me, you don't know that about me. It's not that I'm not wanting to have conversations with you or nothing like that. I just don't know you. And then number one, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to learn. I learn differently. I learn how shit moves, how shit run. Not because somebody always keep telling you something. Right? I'm not saying when people don't tell you certain things about how shit supposed to be, I don't learn from that. But I really more learn from how I see shit is. Like, physically. And how shit just kind of be what it be. That's how I learn. Right? So, they thought that about me. They come find out I'm a cool nigga. I'm very cool. Very respectful. Understand where my place is of hierarchy. Like, you know what I mean? Certain people there, I get that. I respect people's positions. You get what I mean? But the one thing about me, I can respect that. But if I can respect where you are, respect me, regardless about the hierarchy, I need you to respect me. That's my thing. Once that shit got figured out, and shout out to one of my managers and shit, yo fucks with me like that, because he understands that. You got some people, they don't talk to people. And the reason I probably don't talk to you is because I know you're a bad person. No lie to you. I don't talk to people that, listen, I don't need that long to figure out a lot of times how people are. I watch how you treat others. If you treat other people a certain type of motherfucking way, and I'm already, my radar goes up. So sometimes people can't understand that type of shit, right? Because they ain't worldly. Some people are just in their own space. Like I don't just understand hood shit. I understand shit outside of hood shit. You get what I mean? I understand business. I understand how you got to conduct yourself in certain situations. I get that. I'm worldly in that way. Everybody think that, they think they got street smarts, so think street smarts is all. That's all you need. No. No, motherfucker, you need to understand other cultures and how shit really work outside of your little culture, your little world. Because your shit is really little to the world. So you got to understand outside of that. So, motherfucker said the other day, we ain't getting no routes, whatever. I gave a route to a chick today. She been out, white girl. She been out for a couple of days. She had a kid. She wasn't sick, but her kid was sick. And she was out for a little minute. About 2 weeks. I ain't seen her in 2 weeks. Man, just like, hey, yo, Kenny, yo, it's a small route today. You know, blah, blah, blah. Right? And listen, I do over 300 some packages a day. I don't get no lesser than 250 packages a day. Right? When I work. And it don't matter what the stops is. It's about the packages to me. I always tell people that. But, you know, nigga, I said, I'm good. I said, yo, get to her. No, she ain't been here for a minute. You know what I mean? Let her get some paper. You know what I mean? She been out. I said, I'm good. I'm fine. My guy looked at me. The guy that I'm cool with, the manager. You sure? Yo, get it to her. I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna help out. Everybody load they trucks and shit. I'm good. I do that. I'm good. But I'm out. All right. See, that's the type of person I am. I was gonna get a route today. It was gonna be a small route, but I knew she needed that. See, that's where the humanity come in. That's where, like, giving a fuck about other people matters. Niggas take a step back. I'm good. I'm good at home, nigga. I got a couple dollars, you know. My check might not look like how it normally look, but hey, good with that. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm good at home. My wife got me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, right. People gotta understand that, man. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice some shit to help others. Sometimes you gotta do shit to help others. So when Steve Harvey talk that bullshit and these motherfuckers out here, they be buck dancing and cooning, do not allow these people to sit out here and act like you don't supposed to do shit. And mind, she wasn't black. But even if she wasn't black, even if she was black, I still would have did it. It just didn't matter. I'm a good person. I at least try to be a good person, a good human being. I at least try to be that. So these niggas, they be sitting out here talking about money, yo. Yeah, whatever. And I'm on a lower pedestal than what Steve Harvey talking about. We talking about 9-to-5 jobs. That's crumbs to him. But I can do that, but he can't. That lets you know what type of person he is. But anyway, let's move on so we can end this shit.
Second thing I want to kind of address is what I see online oftentimes is people talking about that's karma. Every time something bad happened to a person, just for your little blog purposes or sensationalizing, you can't call it karma. Everything that happened in a person's life ain't karma. Sometimes it's just called...
First of all, bro, if anybody know about spirituality, I'm going to leave it there because that's all he going to talk about. I'm going to leave that shit there. Let me explain something to people about karma. You don't know when karma going to happen, right? And just because something bad happens to somebody doesn't mean it's karma. Probably he's right about that. But what Steve Harvey doesn't realize is that I've been on this moral path that I've been on for over 10 years. I had my ups and downs, right? But I ain't never felt broken, right? I ain't never felt like, oh, how I felt like back in the day. And I tell y'all this all the time. I thought about suicide back in the day. I remember those times. It is no different. It is a very big difference of how I felt when I was going through shit. Now, in the last 10 years, it is way different. You know why? Because I know I treated people good. Doesn't mean I was always good, but I treated people more good than I treated them bad. So I know. And I believe in karma. So this nigga sit here and talking about everything ain't karma. Well, who the fuck thinks that? Every time something bad happens to somebody, oh, that's karma. Ain't nobody ever thinking that. Sometimes nigga, if a nigga die or something like that, oh, that's karma. Ain't nobody thinking of that. Nigga, it'll just, maybe it's time to go. Even certain things happen to people. You don't say, oh, that's just karma. No, ain't nobody just thinking that. Steve Harvey, some of us are smarter than you think. And we ain't religious nuts like you are. You try to play like you're a religious nut, but you not. You're a clown. It's no way impossible that regardless of what religion you are, if you spiritual, just say you spiritual, because I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, you don't believe in karma. And you don't know the difference between karma. The people that he's talking about don't believe in spirituality. They're not really that serious like that in even religion or being spiritual. So maybe that's what we're talking about, but stop it. Listen. I did a lot of fucked up shit in my life. Right? Listen, people. One thing about my karma, right, is that My karma ain't like everybody else's. When I do fuck shit, usually my karma comes back to hit me right away. It don't linger on, or I don't expect it. Right? It just comes. And maybe that's just my beliefs or my energy, how I am with the world, or my energy or my respect with the big guy upstairs, whatever that may be. But I don't. My karma don't wait long. I do fuck shit, and I do somebody fuck. I do people fucked over like that. If I don't check that shit, my karma comes. I'm different from everybody. Everybody karma is different. So for him to sit there and act like, oh, everybody, this thing, that nigga ain't, listen. There's some people out there, he's right about that, but come on, don't act like that. And Steve Harvey, you haven't got your karma yet because of simple fact, bro, you may not ever see your karma in your lifetime. You may not ever see it. You may see it when you finally go see the big guy, for all the fuck we know. And who am I to judge or say when you supposed to have your karma? It is what it is, bro. LT, you want to say anything before we get up out of here, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
Yeah,
You want to say anything before we get out of here?
All I gotta say before we leave, what he was saying about karma. Karma can happen in many ways, man.
How you think karma is, though? Is it karma, like, how you look at karma?
See, I look at karma when it comes to your previous actions, and then whatever fate comes at it later, it could be you or somebody close to you. You'll never know.
Right.
It could be anything. Shit, you could be a
Right.
good you could be an asshole boss, and then all the work gonna be on you.
Right.
Can happen in many ways, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and you gotta understand something too before we get out of here.
Okay.
Listen, nobody knows what karma really is, right? Like people try to and I think that's kind of what he was saying, but you the wrong person to be trying to say that, right? But I mean, you the wrong person to say it. Listen, nobody knows what karma really is. Like, honestly, you truly don't. When motherfuckers say, oh, it's just karma, you don't know what karma is. Have you talked to God, like you said, you talked to God or your spiritual person, whoever you dealt with, have you talked to them and said, that's how karma goes?
No.
Did anybody defy or give the definition of karma?
Nope.
All right, then. So that's what I'm saying. So for him to be, like, I understand what he was saying. He partly right, but the other part is like, dude, you don't get to tell people what that is because you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, nobody knows what karma really is. Nobody has a definition. It's not a real definition of what karma is. Nobody knows where karma even come from. You don't even know that. You're just going off of, it's almost a spiritual belief type of thing. You don't know what the karma is, because listen, a religious person should never ever believe in karma, because you should already know that God got a due date for you, right? So, is your karma when you die? You know what I mean? So, Like, nobody has a motherfucking... Nobody knows what karma really truly is. It's just that people throw their word out there and they say it or whatever. And he right about it, but he's the wrong person to be trying to put that out there and acting like, oh, nobody knows what karma is because somebody doing bad. Listen, bro. When I look at Wendy Williams, to me, if you put that energy out there of how she treated people and she in a position that she is, I don't wish harm on her. Listen, I wasn't hoping that happened to her. You get what I mean? But it happened to Wendy Williams. She where she is. To me, honestly, she ain't died nothing. My definition of it, right, of karma, is what's happening to her.
Right.
So you treated people horribly for years, and now you got to put your own dirt out there just to make some money. I didn't even watch that Wendy Williams shit. I'm not saying I ain't going to watch it. I'm just saying I didn't watch that bullshit. To me, Wendy Williams is a bad person. And I don't wish harm on her. I don't wish her being sick or what's happening to her. But I don't really give a fuck what's happening to her. I don't have to be nice to somebody that was evil and a bad person. I don't have to be nice to them. But I don't wish bad to happen to her. I don't wish it to happen to her. And I hope she do good and get better. But fuck out of here with that shit like I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. I don't have to feel sorry for her. Put it that way. Fuck that. Fuck that bitch. Fuck Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams was a horrible individual. And she tried to sit out here and she blew up people's families and disrespected them the way she did. And then now we supposed to feel sorry for her because her life got blown up and fucked up. That's why you don't do what she did. That's why a lot of you niggas on the internet that do all the shit that y'all do not get it twisted. The motherfucking universe will come around and it will happen to you. That's what we call karma. Motherfuckers like me. That's what we call karma. You put that fucked up energy out there to other people and you wish bad and you hope bad and you do shit like if we doing this video about the brother D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey. I don't wish no harm on them. I don't wish no harm. But we ain't gonna let you lie. You feel me? Keep your success, even though you're doing it the wrong way, in my opinion. But do you? I don't wish no harm on Steve Harvey, man. Let Steve Harvey be Steve Harvey, man. Listen, like I said, it ain't up to me. I ain't God. I ain't the motherfucker give out karma. And I don't wish karma on you. I'm just saying, you keep putting that energy out there, you keep lying to people, you keep disrespecting people, you keep pretending that with the truth tellers that's saying that they're lies, and you keep trying to do that, then, nigga, okay. You'll see. You feel me? Go ahead, L, before we get out of here.
No, that's all I got to say. Appreciate you for having me on the show, bro.
You know, it's all love, bro. I know you've been, you know, crazy shit about it. I know you've been wanting to do this shit, though.
Right.
I know you've been wanting to do it. And so, I was like, yo, the first thing I thought about when I went to work today, I said, I went there, and I knew the motherfucker, I ain't getting no route. I was like, oh, I come back, I got to holler at L. Hopefully L want to do this shit, because I know it's kind of early. I was like, yo, you was the first person I thought about when I wanted to do this show. I was like, yo, I got to do what L did. This is the first shit pop up in my mind. So, yo, don't ever get it twisted, bro. You know, I think about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same thing.
I love you, bro.
Much love to you too, bro.
All right, bro. All right, people. Peace and love to the world. It's your boy, Mr. OBF, LT in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Show your love to the fucking channel, people. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.